Is everybody gone?
No, Mason asked everybody in his family to stay.
Oh, God.
He says he still wants the wedding to take place.
Is he asking for volunteers in the crowd to fill in for me?
I think he means it. I think he loves you for whatever that's worth.
That's the big question, isn't it? What is it worth? I think some dim, long-asleep instinct for self-preservation finally decided that I couldn't afford to be loved by him. Did he ask you to come in here and plead his case?
No.
You hate him, don't you? I do. Not very charitable, is it?
He's someone who's very capricious and mean, self-centered. But those are faults that I've overlooked and forgiven in other people. But no, I can't forgive him. Because every time he hurts you, it hurts me.
You know, you're part of the reason for me coming to my senses. The marriages that I've seen up close. My parents. My sisters and my near misses. I learned that it wasn't very smart to expect much from men. But there you are, you're honest and gentle and steady, and I couldn't help but see the difference between what could be and what I was settling for. I don't mean what could be with you. I'm not saying that.
I know.
I didn't plan for this. And I don't know what to do with that.
Aren't you at least curious about the whys and wherefores of this whole thing?
Maybe. It was just too soon. All that time he was gone, he comes back, they pretend everything's okay, and they just go ahead with the wedding.
Oh, God, Sophia, I thought things had changed for the better. I thought he came back with a sense of purpose, a sense of responsibility.
You think that because he made a visible effort to try to please you. And as long as that's your definition of character, then you're not a very good judge of it.
I'm really very sorry. And I hope you believe me when I tell you that this wasn't planned for.
No, Julie, you don't have to explain. We were just concerned about you.
You don't be, I'm all right.
And you made up your mind?
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry. Unlike Eden, I think we do deserve an explanation.
I'm sorry you're going to have to do without. I've had to. Excuse me.
Julia, what did we do?
Don't badger.
I'm sorry. I think we deserve to know if my son shamed the family, shamed himself. I want to know.
Not everything can be judged by whether it stains the Capwell coat of arms. Why don't you ask yourself how you can raise a son who is constitutionally incapable of understanding anything but utter unhappiness? I should be the one demanding to know what the hell went wrong!
You took off your wedding dress.
I won't be needing it.
Where are you going?
Home, excuse me.
I wish you wouldn't. Everyone here wishes you wouldn't, am I right?
I don't think it's a good...
I think it's pretty obvious that Julia is not prepared to continue the wedding right now.
You were hired to do a wedding ceremony, nothing else. That's what you're going to do.
How dare you speak to him like that?
I want you to go back inside, put on the dress. We both wanted this for a long time. I don't think we should let a little momentary indecision get in the way.
Who do you think you're talking to?
The woman I want to be my wife.
Well, you're not the man I want to be my husband. Nor do I want you anywhere near my daughter.
Your daughter. May I remind you that it wasn't an immaculate conception?
Mason, that is uncalled for.
We're already joined in blood by that little girl. All I want to do is slip a ring on your finger and say a few words.
Yes, Mason, I understand that that's all that is to you. No promise is binding, and no trust is sacred. And a few words one way or the other don't add up to much, which is why I won't say them.
Okay. Well, you didn't get a wedding, but at least you got a show.
Mason, very smooth. As always, you said the right thing. I advise you to have your doctor's check for a brain tumor.
No charge.
Anybody else want to take a pot shot?
What an eye-opener, son. Seeing you and your winning ways in action. What was she talking about? What promise?
Does anybody here realize that I was the one left at the altar, not the other way around?
You're acting like a jerk, Mason.
Well, how am I supposed to act? Will somebody tell me that?
Most anything would be an improvement.
So with all of you.
Are you able to forgive me, baby? You want Mama to sing your daddy's song just once? Huh? Okay. Sing it with me. Here we go. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Daddy's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird won't sing...
So, where have you been?
I didn't marry you today either. Let's get that straight right now.
Look, I made you a special little dinner to cheer you up.
I don't want to be cheered up. I want to be drunk.
Well, I'm sure you can accomplish that. Why don't you get your chin up off the floor? You did the right thing.
Hell, I didn't do a damn thing. You and Julia did all the work. I just bounced around in the middle.
Energy left to cry, to fight, or even pray. I'm sorry. I can't reach out to anyone right now, and I can't have anybody reach out to me, not even you. I feel all alone. I don't think I've ever felt more alone in my life.